Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to talk about Aussie yen, as I feel this market's going to rise quite significantly this week. So I just want to take a look at that, why I think that in the first place, and then kind of break down the market. So I'm just going to remove all these drawing tools initially. Now, my fundamental sort of analysis regarding this market is more to do with the yen side of things and what I expect to happen with the yen. Now, the Bank of Japan, there's an interest rate decision this week, and the Bank of Japan are pretty much talking about pushing further into those negative rates. They want the yen to weaken significantly. There's also been some positive trade talk between the US and China, where they've come to a part of the deal is pretty much done. Obviously, China still want to taper back on some of the tariffs that's been imposed on them by the US, and also a potential for them to really want to push for the US to not even continue to apply tariffs onto them, or the next set of tariffs that are applied in December. So if they're starting to move along in progress with talks and things like that, then we should see some risk on coming back into the markets. That means the selling of safe havens such as the yen, buying up risk assets. Potentially the Aussie dollar should benefit from that. So fundamentally, Aussie yen, want to be a buyer of this market. Strength and weakness table this week also suggests that the Australian dollar gained in value and the yen lost value. Now, technically, what can we see? Now, when the market prints these types of candles in here, so that bearish candle there, a lot of technical traders will be like, oh my God, yep, that's bearish. I'm going to look to short this market. Okay. Now, just because there's a bearish weekly candle there doesn't mean that that is true and that we should expect the market to push lower from that point. Yes, as a technical trader, that might be a good option for you to look for that. However, the fundamentals and the strength and weakness charts are more looking for a push higher. So you have to bring in the bigger picture. You have to look at everything, okay? So Aussie yen for me, a good market to have a look at. We're coming into the end of the month, so I am just going to jump up into that monthly time frame. You can see we were positive last month, bouncing from these lows. I expect this positiveness to continue, potentially with a run up into these highs over here around about the 76.15, all the way up into potentially the 77 area on Aussie yen. Okay, so what that means is I'm bullish. I want to look for those bullish opportunities. What's happening? So technically on this time frame, the market is bearish. Okay, you can see that the market is in a downtrend quite clearly. What happened though is that we formed this higher low. Okay, now that's a good sign that we could be starting to see a change in that market sentiment. Oh, wrong button, sorry. Now, what I would expect is this market to continue to break these highs, and we'd want to see that in order for our bias to be confirmed, okay? However, if we jump down into the daily time frame, we can see that there's a cycle within this move up that we're seeing at the minute, this phase. So the market bounced from this area of support. It then consolidated for a few days and then broke out. Now price has come back and pretty much retested this breakout high in here, okay? So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Looks like the market's already taken off today, which is okay. We want to see some bullishness, so that's fine. Just want to make sure that we catch a potential move forming here. Obviously, the only thing that's the risk is the recent failure at this area. So if I put a resistance level in here, the market did fail to go above this level. It did close, but then the second candle broke through. What I want to see is a nice confirmed close. So the risk is that level that we are approaching here. However, the market came back, retested these structure highs in here. Okay, fundamentally want to be a buyer as well. So diving down into the 4-hour time frame, what can we see? A lot of bullishness. Let's put it that way. So the market Did a nice double top there, broke through, used this area as resistance again. So again, you can see what I'm kind of leading up to here. The market came back, retested these highs. You can see it in more detail now. And we've also started to take out this trend line resistance running through. That CTL that we've spoken about before in our videos in the past. So looking very bullish here. What am I waiting for? What I want to see is if we can get a nice break above this level, hold above that 74.50 for a number of hours or a good day, and then look for the pullback into this area here. The reason being, it was the breakout highs of this area here anyway, back in September. We then saw it used as that double top, breakthrough, resistance, retest as resistance. Okay, so this market is obviously finding something here to use as support and resistance, some kind of level, and it's at a 50 number as well, which is great. So what I'm looking for really is the market to break above, close above, come back down, use it as resistance turned into support, and then look for a long opportunity on Aussie yen. I think this is a good market to take a look at this week. If I bring in the averages as well, we can see where we're sitting currently. We just had a retest of the 50 moving average and prices moving up. So if we can start seeing this bullishness continue like we have been for the past couple of weeks or so, then I expect this market to break out, retest, and move higher again. So keep your eye on Aussie yen. Definitely a chart to watch this week. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.